Hi, everyone. Welcome to Film Vets. I'm your host, Paul Dixon, and with me is my co-host...
Easily Distracted, and Dan.
Easily Distracted Dan, EDD. What's up?
I don't even care. Just play whatever we're going to watch.
Ed. We'll call you Ed from now on. Today we're going to watch the trailer, which you picked out, called Rustin. I haven't seen anything about this. I've only seen the thumbnail, so it's coming to Netflix. I know
you've
that.
actually seen more than me. I've only seen the name. Oh. I didn't even see the thumbnail.
All right. Well, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Oh,
so an epic demonstration in our nation's capital, organized in 8 weeks.
Do this, Dr. King. Own your power.
There's one person who can organize an event of this scale.
Oh, man.
The hell with Bayard Rustin. His attention-grabbing antics make him an easy target.
Chris Rock.
And let's not mention the unmentionable.
Our new officers.
Oh.
A demonstration made up of angelic troublemakers such as yourselves. Make sure you are there. On August 28th, black, white, young, old, rich, working class, poor, will descend on Washington, D.C.
This new generation is restless and angry.
The pacifist is opposed to using violence, but must be prepared to receive it.
You're irrelevant.
It's Friday night. I've been called worse.
Your mere presence could derail the fight for racial justice in this country a good 10, 15 years.
On the day that I was born black, I was also born a homosexual.
We're calling for a peaceful march on Washington.
We are committed to the cause of altering the trajectory of this country towards freedom. They either believe in freedom and justice for all, or they do not.
Wow. Excellent cast. Yeah, so that was the trailer for Rustin. Dan, what do you think?
That looks fantastic. It looks like we're about to learn about a key figure in our history that we don't really seem familiar with. I've never heard of him. So this will be really fascinating to watch. I watched what was it, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom?
Yeah.
I loved it. It was so good.
Chadwick Boseman in that. Fantastic.
Seriously, like it blew me away on a different level. So I mean, the same director is going to be doing this one. I'm already in.
Well, I thought it was interesting that Barack and Michelle Obama were producing this, and that's really exciting. They've gotten some really good stuff out there since they've gotten out of the White House, and I'm excited to watch this. Really, really excited to watch this, and I'm always fascinated by the people that were part of the civil rights movement, like Martin Luther King. And, I watched Selma, which incidentally happened in Selma, Alabama, which is, Alabama's where I'm from. I'm not from Selma. I'm from Mobile, but that just hit home, and to see the people that experienced the just travesties of inhumane treatment. It's really hard to watch at times, but I think it's important that people see this, and this feels like a film that's important for people to see. And of course, there's going to be people out there who are already kind of against anything that's homosexual, black, non-white, cis. It's ridiculous. I mean, the world we live in is so much bigger than all of that, and we have so much we can learn from each other. And I think films like this are important for that. And I'm really excited to see it. It looks powerful. It looks great.
Amen. Yeah.
The cast, my God, the cast looks
phenomenal.
Incredible. Jeffrey Wright, Colman Domingo, who I've always been a fan of, and he looks like he could honestly get an Academy Award nomination if he, from what I can tell from this trailer, it looks like he brings a whole, full character into this, and I'm really excited to see where this where this goes. I don't. It's ironic. I thought today was like a holiday. Or something to remember Martin Luther King for, because I was listening to NPR and they were talking about Martin Luther King and his speech. You know, the big "I have a dream," and how people tend to forget that there are other parts of that speech that were just as vital and important.
Oh yeah.
That he talks about, you know, just being careful about segregation and things of that nature being the norm. And I really think that's important to know our history more and more and learn about from that, and not just put our heads in the sand. I think a lot of people do that. And
oh yeah, they do, because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is uncomfortable.
They
it's
get
very
uncomfortable. But you know, you have to know where you've been to know where you're going. The history echoes, it repeats, it you know, has beats all the time. We're like, people think World War II's over. It's you know, it's just a pin in the history book. It's not. It absolutely can happen again, but worse or less. But it's constantly happening. We're dealing with fascism. We're dealing with racism. We're dealing with bigotry. We're dealing with
I feel like it's gonna go away eventually. I think it's dying. It's it's almost like the last remnants of that world are just screaming before they're just wiped off the face of the earth.
See, and I don't know. I don't think that it's dying. I don't think it's in its death throes. I think it's raging. I think it's very much alive. And the problem is hate breeds hate constantly. And you can't rationalize hate. Yeah, all you can do is you meet it head on, and you love it. You love it with a pillow over its face. That's it. That's all you can do. You just smother the hell out of it until it just stops moving. That's how you deal with hate.
You heard it here, folks. You kill racism by covering.
It's a metaphor, though. Don't use an actual pillow. You got to use the pillow of love.
That was definitely in Martin Luther King's speech. Jesus,
it's a peaceful pillow.
Now, I don't know much about the individual Rustin. I don't know anything about him. I'm really excited to see more of his story and what he contributed to the civil rights movement. So, what did you think of this trailer for Rustin from Netflix? Are you excited to see a film about the civil rights movement? Let us know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to check out our other segments. Thank you so much, veterans, for watching and for your service. And thank you, Dan, for joining me.
Absolutely. That turned out to be a lot more
bigger.
I guess. I don't even know the word. I'm sitting here kind of in shock. But it seems to be more profound than I expected it to be.
A little off topic.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too. A little off topic when you were saying, you know, history repeats itself. I don't know why. I got in my head George Lucas. It's like poetry. It rhymes. I don't know why.
But he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I mean,
he just, you know, right now, like look at this. It does. It absolutely does. We got Jar Jar Binks in 2001. Then we got Donald Trump in 2016. Like, it rhymes.
Oh man, I would rather have Jar Jar. Okay. Bye, y'all.
Bye.